Hey everybody, and welcome to Shark Jump Inc. I'm Corey.
I'm Caleb.
I'm Joey.
I'm Dallas.
And today we will definitively decide what the best comedy sequel of all time is. And welcome back to Knockout, everybody's favorite game show type movie competition where the prize doesn't actually matter in real life. Today we will be discussing the best comedy sequel of all time. All four of us lovely young men up here have chosen one singular comedy sequel apiece to kind of debate with each other in a game type format to see what is the overall best comedy sequel. We have a set of criteria which includes 5 categories to kind of decide what the winner will be. That first one is new humor. So for comedy sequels, you never want just recycled jokes from the first movie. So we're kind of debating on what's new in this sequel. Second one is memorable characters that we're talking about in these comedy sequels. Hit and miss ratio, that's if we've all seen a comedy with just boring patches and but also has some ups and downs. Then we have quotability, which is I think pretty self-explanatory. You have quotes and your ability to quote them. And last we have rewatchability, which is also very similar. The amount of times that you could just pop this movie in on a Saturday and watch it.
And enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, I think if you're popping a movie in. Anyway, so Caleb, how about you start with your choice for this evening?
Alright, well, my choice for this evening is Anchorman 2.
Interesting choice. I have chosen Back to the Future Part 2.
Alright, my choice is a bit controversial / cheated, but it's Toy Story 2.
It's not a comedy.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Well, I picked a real comedy, 22 Jump Street.
And ours weren't real comedies?
As opposed to Shelby, the cheater.
Alright guys, I think we can just dive headfirst in this. Let's go with new humor, and let's start with Caleb.
Alright. Anchorman has a lot of old jokes, but they bring them back and they revamp them. They improve on them. And the fight scene, for example, is they originally did it in the first one, and it was really funny in the first one. But this, they just took it and just cranked it up all the way. And they were like the first one was crazy. This one's gonna be really crazy. You're gonna finish just be like, okay, you just lost your words because it was so stupid. But it's very funny and fun in my opinion, and it just has a lot of moments like that where it's based off of an original joke or original set of jokes, but they just improved it.
Like the Sex Panther.
Yeah, exactly.
Sex
Panther Cologne.
I wouldn't say that's improved, just different.
It's different, yeah.
It's a new twist.
Yeah, it's a new twist. But in the end, it is also kind of the same jokes. But I kind of took yours down a peg there. I'm just going to completely take myself out of this conversation because Back to the Future Part 2 is almost the same movie as Back to the Future. I think we can all agree with that. I think we can just move on to Shelby.
Yeah. Toy Story 2, it's funny because it never really rested on the laurels that Toy Story did. And all of its stuff is all of its jokes and material is pretty new. And some of its stuff is a little more referential based on other movies of the time, like Jurassic Park or Empire Strikes Back or Forrest Gump. And then there's even this one really nice cameo from 2 characters from Bug's Life that I thought was really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one of the absolute funniest things about 22 Jump Street is how it makes fun of itself being a sequel the entire time. How they're like, oh, it's just like the first time where we got to do it the exact same way, and it's very satirical about that, and it turns out to be the completely opposite about that. And I think that's the way they do it is they execute it perfectly. And it's hilarious.
No, totally agree with that. So everybody's had a chance to discuss their new humor for their choice. I think we can all agree that Back to the Future Part 2 is last, as I have taken myself out of this race.
You kind of eliminated yourself.
No, I mean, that was intentional. So what do you guys think is third?
I'd say...
I'm going to go Toy Story.
Shall we?
I'm going to say Anchorman 2 because, as you said, a lot of the big jokes are based on the original.
But there are other jokes that, the whole, at the beginning of the movie, whenever he loses his job and then he goes to hang himself, Just all of that.
Tried to hang myself.
Oh yeah, there's definitely funny new
Like that-
material though.
Yeah, there's a lot of like new, just really funny material in my opinion. And like I said, the old jokes are improved upon or at least changed. They're just like a little bit of based off of it.
Okay, so Toy Story 2, Anchorman 2.
Okay, yeah, but in my opinion, Toy Story 2 doesn't really recycle. Not a whole lot, at least.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have to say Anchorman 2, even though it does have that new twist on it.
I mean, I would, yeah, probably gonna have to go with Anchorman as well because thinking about it, there isn't a whole lot of like reused jokes in Toy Story. But,
Right.
yeah.
And Toy Story may not be the funniest movie, but I think we can agree that originality-wise, there was more to
It's
it.
unique.
Yeah.
All right, Dallas, what's second?
Well, since Anchorman was eliminated, that was my number 2. I'll go with Toy Story.
Shall we?
I'll go Toy Story also.
I'll also go Toy Story.
All right, what's the census?
Okay, so we have that. The final rankings are 22 Jump Street, Toy Story 2, and Anchorman 2, and Back to the Future Part 2.
Hmm.
Caleb's giggling because I just
Yep, you were 22 Jump Street too.
yeah, completely screwed up this.
Or just got acronyms or something.
I don't know. Well, I'll probably do that going down the list. Anyway, but we move on to characters, and I think you. No, you start.
Yeah, that started with New Humor.
You're gonna start this time.
All right, sweet. So you get the same 2 lovable goofballs you had before with the McQuaid brothers. They're not really brothers. Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum's chemistry is once again off the charts.
Mm-hmm.
The way they are with each other, they take a different character art where they reverse it this time as to who's cool in school and holding the other one back, and that's really cool. And then the supporting characters in the movie are very well done, like Ice Cube's daughter, the 2 villains, the football guys, the teammates. They're all well done. So I think as far as character goes, it's a strong showing of characters.
Right. Toy Story 2 is interesting because you have the iconic characters from the first one. Like, you have Woody, you have Buzz, you have Ham, Rex, Mr. Potato Head, Slinky, Bo Peep, etc. But then you also have some new characters like Jesse, Bullseye, Prospector Pete, Zurg, Al from Al's Toy Barn, Barbie, etc. And a lot of
I
these.
think Ken, but that's 3.
Yeah, that's 3.
Ken was in 3.
Right.
But yeah, and these new characters add a lot of interesting depth and plenty of good humor in it.
He said Zurg, and I was thinking about Zook from.
Yeah.
I thought that was too, and I got confused. You can't really get more iconic animated wise than Woody and Buzz,
Right.
but movie wise, I think Marty McFly and Doc Brown are 2 of the most iconic characters of all time.
They'd
True.
definitely be up there, but outside of Marty and Doc,
You've got
I mean,
Biff Tannen.
you've got Biff. I mean, he's okay, but and then
Biff's awesome. I mean, Biff's
Really?
not awesome.
I
But
mean,
like,
you got Marty and Doc.
Yeah.
You got Biff, and then you got everyone else.
Yeah.
That's really how it works.
George and Lorraine. Maybe not in this movie as much.
Not really in this
No,
movie.
Okay,
as much.
I'll give you that one. I'll give you that one. There's not a whole lot of new characters because, like I said, it's pretty much the first movie.
Copy.
But it is
But new twist.
there's a
of
new
course.
there's
You
a
get the future
there was
version.
a renewed focus on Biff in this movie. So I
Yeah.
mean, like, he's a better character in this movie than he was in the last one, I would say.
Yeah, he takes on more of the villain role in this one. Where,
Right.
You know, in the alternate future, he's like the evil Donald Trump character.
Yeah, where he just basically becomes Donald Trump in 2015. Yeah. So
No, it was 1985. It was an alternate.
it was alternate 1985.
Right,
I
right.
apologize.
That's
But-
okay.
Oh, Lowen.
Thank you, Shelby. Let's see, and then Jennifer's never really had anything to do. But so Anchorman 2.
All right. For Anchorman, they have a very well-known cast. There's obviously Ron Burgundy. There's Champ.
Whammy!
Wham! There's Brick, the lovable idiot,
Yeah.
and then
Brian Fantana.
Brian Fantana, probably my personal favorite out of all of them.
The guy you almost forgot.
Yeah, the guy. That was dramatic effect.
Sure.
Anyway, they have the original ones, and they build it on a little bit more. And then they also bring in new characters. And a lot of them are just like little one-off parts, like Liam Neeson, You got Kanye in it during the fight scene.
John C. Riley.
John C. Riley.
Drake.
Drake's also at the beginning and has a hilarious part.
I wouldn't say Drake's a character though.
Yeah, I'd say like he's just in it.
Yeah, man, he's the street guy.
We're talking about like more of the actual supporting.
Yeah,
cast.
but like you have he's not a supporting character really, but you have Harrison Ford's character who's just really dumb but funny.
Jack Lame.
Jack Lame, who I really like in this movie.
Harrison Ford was so dumb with everything when he was doing this movie though.
But it's really funny, like, to me. Like, just how he's, like, so worn out and tired by it. But anyway, it just has a lot of fun characters. Kristen Wiig's in it as well. She's Brick's love interest.
Right.
And just their whole chemistry is really funny.
Female
It's so awkward.
It's so, like, the whole laundromat scene.
Yeah.
But it's just really weird and funny. And the characters are also weird and funny. They're kind of what makes that movie.
Definitely. It's catered. The characters are catered to that type of humor.
And then also another great character, the stepdad.
Yes.
The psychiatrist.
Stop reading my mind. Yeah.
So you voted first last time, so we'll go to you for voting.
All right. So I'm gonna go Toy Story 2, and my reason behind this, just because they're iconic doesn't mean they're good comedy characters.
We're looking at
Correct.
we are also looking at the characters that they are in this specific movie.
Exactly.
They're
So-
more iconic for the first
Exactly.
movie.
But also, again, just because they're iconic doesn't mean they're a good comedy character. Now, there are great, like, funny moments that the characters deliver and stuff. in
But
Toy
you
Story
don't.
2.
When you go Toy Story 2, you think of like
You don't go, oh, these characters are hilarious.
right.
Yeah.
You think of them more of an emotional attachment.
Exactly.
Personally, me, I would go 22 Jump Street. I think while they're funny characters, I don't really think any of the supporting characters are particularly memorable. I think there's funny plot lines about them, like the Ice Cube's daughter. I don't really think she's a great character.
Well, I mean, but
Yeah.
okay, but Ice Cube, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you got the two twins are hilarious. Patton Oswalt.
The two twins are in like two scenes, and Patton Oswalt is a cameo.
That's what I was gonna say. Patton Oswalt's one scene, he's hilarious.
Yeah, but so yeah, 22 Jump Street.
I'm gonna go Anchorman 2 because
Three different.
the
Dallas, you're the decider.
I'm the
because
swing vote.
although you have the good main cast, the rest of the supporting cast doesn't really add a lot, in my opinion. And then the rest of it's kind of just built on
You
cameos.
got four of the main cast, though.
I mean, the main cast is good.
You said 3. That's what you saying.
No, he didn't say.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 3, and that's
No,
what
but I was
correcting him.
basically-
Okay.
The main cast is good, but I feel like the supporting cast doesn't add as much, even compared to 22 Jump
But
Street. And then the rest of it's kind of built on cameos.
I'm basically saying he's saying, oh, the supporting cast isn't fleshed out, but yeah, you have four
Yeah.
main characters that are. So
They're great main characters.
yeah, but Kid Dallas, you're the swing vote.
All right, so let's see how Ohio votes. I like Caleb's point on that. As even though the Toy Story characters are very iconic, they're not necessarily iconic comedy characters, and that's what we're looking at right now is comedy
Exactly.
characters.
So,
So I'm gonna go Toy Story.
Okay.
yeah, my bad. Sorry.
I
Ohio.
like
votes-
what Caleb was saying.
Back to the Future Part 2.
I was going to say, if you voted Back to the Future Part 2, I was going to turn off the video. So back to you, Caleb. What do you think is third?
All right. I'm sorry, Corey, but for the same reason for Toy Story, I'm Back to the Future 2. They're like iconic characters, but
Okay, but Biff is more fleshed out. Marty has a lot more to, well, I don't know about a lot more to do, but I would definitely say at least kind of a similar amount to do, and Doc's in there. I'm gonna go 22 Jump Street again.
I'm going to go Anchorman 2 again.
You're wrong.
no, you're
I'm
just
not.
wrong.
I'm gonna go 22 Jump Street
All right.
All right.
I'm fine with that. That was my second.
because, like, I do think as where I don't necessarily think of the Toy Story characters as humorously iconic. I definitely think of Marty McFly and Doc Brown as humorously iconic. I grew up laughing at them.
Back to the Future Part 2 again?
Yep.
I
know what Shelby's going to vote.
Anchorman 2, I'll just say.
For this movie, I'm gonna go Back to the Future Part 2. For Back to the Future Part 2.
He said Anchorman.
Oh, right, my bad. Oh, it's Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
the Anchorman characters
okay,
are
yeah.
iconically
Exactly.
hilarious.
I think in this
They
movie,
have
too,
to take it.
that's not like a really
Yeah.
popular opinion, but I think they're
I think they're hilarious.
too. Alright,
Biased? No, I'm just kidding.
we're all biased to like everything we picked.
Alright, so go ahead.
Alright, hit and miss ratio. So I'll start this one.
All right.
Back to the Future, I think it's very consistent. I don't really think there's a whole lot of dry patches. I don't really think it like hits the highs of at least a couple of things in this group, but I think overall it's very consistent. It doesn't really have a whole lot of misses.
Right, whereas their jokes aren't as funny as some of the jokes in the other movies.
Right.
It's very consistent.
like the first one.
Right.
Toy Story 2, I think is really consistent with its comedy. There's no particular rough patches, and it's a pretty short movie, so there isn't a part that just drags. And I'd say all the comedy is just really smart and consistent.
So as opposed to your movie, where it does, its comedy is there. The entire movie is not comedy. My movie is entirely comedy, and I do feel like almost every single joke they make in that movie really hits and is hilarious.
I don't think there's a whole lot of dry spells in your movie. I'm sitting here trying to think of one, but I can't.
Like the before mentioned Patton Oswalt scene, I'm tenured, I can do whatever I want. George Washington was a black lesbian, I'm sleeping. That's hilarious. Mm-hmm. And all the way to, towards the end with the Jonah Hill fighting with the Cynthia's roommate, mm-hmm. where they're fighting and then she tries to start kissing him. It's all hilarious. It's funny throughout.
I can't think of anything off in that movie.
Well, Anchorman 2, it's very funny throughout, a lot of high highs, but there is a low, and it's
a pretty long low.
Yeah, it's a long movie, but
that movie is
too
long.
Yeah.
There's just a part where whenever he goes blind, where there's some very funny jokes.
There's some stuff in
I'm blind,
and but yeah, like as we talked before, it does kind of get used too much, and it's just.
The whole Dobie part.
The whole stuff with the shark is stupid.
Yeah.
It's not funny and it's stupid. I'll say that on camera.
Yeah.
Alright, so y'all ready to vote?
Oh, yeah. I'll vote. Well, no. Shelby, you vote first.
Anchorman 2's last.
I think we can agree with that before we even go through.
Anchorman 2.
What's
that one part?
I'm gonna go Toy Story.
I'm gonna go Back to the Future.
I'm gonna go Toy Story.
Alright, I'll go Toy Story as well.
But we were talking about how consistent it was.
I'm talking about how consistent Back to the Future Part 2 is. I would say that's second. Everybody can agree with that.
I mean, 22 Jump Street's happening.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I would go Back to the Future 2, 22 Jump Street 1.
Yeah.
All right, so not last.
Nope.
Why did I even say that? We have quotability next.
All right.
So, Shelby, you start now.
Mine isn't the most quotable, so I mean, honestly, I think mine's probably going to be last. But there are some, good quotes in there, like Rex is asking Buzz, like, "What are we going to do?" And Buzz is like, "Use your head." And then they pick up Rex and use him as a battering ram, and he's like, "I don't want to use my head."
Yeah.
And then there are the aliens. Mr. Potato Head saves them early on in the movie.
Yeah.
And they keep following him.
You saved our life. We're eternally grateful.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and then you have your always iconic Woody quotes. There's a snake in my boot.
Yeah.
Somebody's poisoned the water hole.
Yeah, there's plenty of good stuff, but it's not the most quotable movie.
As funny as my movie is,
it's not
insanely quotable.
It's mainly just a smart, witty movie.
It is a smart, witty movie where there's a lot of referential humor in it. Other than maybe, I know, I've said the scene a lot, but I love the scene. The Patton Oswalt scene. That's the one quote that definitely just sticks out in my mind. A lot of it really doesn't.
The only quote I know, that quote you're talking about, and at the very end is something cool, and that's all
something
the only ones I know.
Say something cool. Something cool. Man, what'd you say?
Something cool. No, man, what'd you say?
I said something cool.
And then also, the Ice Cube, he's get the, he just keeps repeating that one thing, what to do.
Yeah.
I feel like Anchorman 2 is very quotable.
Oh.
It just has, a bunch of great just one-liners,
I love Lamp.
Well, that's a first movie thing, though.
Yeah, I know, but it's still in the second one.
He saw the lamp there and had the opportunity.
Yeah.
I had to take it. Sorry, guys.
Wait, was it in the second one?
No.
No, it was the first one, I believe.
Oh,
but
my bad.
Did you say it was in the second one?
I did. Well, I apologize.
We're also still at the beginning of the movie with Drake's little cameo.
Right.
Who's like, "Ooh, damn girl," and that whole part.
Wiseman always said, yeah.
Yeah, that's a really funny part.
Is that the ghost of Stonewall Jackson?
Stonewall Jackson.
I think we're discounting the fact that that's the
Ghost of Stonewall Jackson.
Yeah, it's just got a lot of great hilarious.
Literally, every joke in that movie is a hilarious
It's
quote.
not reading my mind. It's just
All right.
With me,
I tried to hang myself.
hang myself. With me, the only thing I can really think of is where we're going. We don't need roads, which was at the end of the first movie.
That's not a good sign.
Like no, it's at the start. It's at the because the end scene of the first
That
movie.
doesn't count.
No, but what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and then like all the there's Back to the Future. There's a lot of repeated jokes.
I don't know,
in the
maybe
first
Cubs
movie.
win the World Series.
It's not a quote though. Like that's a
It's a
fact.
quote like, "Oh, the Cubs won," or something like that.
Yeah.
That's what the quote was.
So, yeah, there's my movie is not insanely quotable. Not this particular Back to the Future.
yeah.
So I think we can vote. Shelby, you vote for. I'll vote first.
Yeah,
Actually,
you
you voted first last time.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Back to the Future.
I'm awesome.
I'll agree with that.
I will
All right.
Not much debate on that one.
So you.
I'm gonna say 22 Jump Street next. Is what I'm gonna say.
I agree
will
with
have
that.
to agree. It's really funny, but evidently the quotes don't stay in your head.
Yeah.
much. Toy Story 2.
Toy Story 2.
Yeah.
This one was just.
And
I mean,
Ang-
2 is not
Anchorman-
as quotable as the first one, but it's still really quotable.
its humor is it's quotable.
Yeah,
That's but I mean that's
exactly.
that's all Will Ferrell movies.
Mhm.
They're all insanely quotable.
I just love how we're like ranking this movie really high, where it's really like in the general populace. It's not.
I don't care.
Yeah.
This is my opinion, not
Rewatchability.
theirs.
Last is rewatchability.
I'll start, I
I was
guess.
gonna say it's your turn to start again.
22 Jump Street. It's hilarious. I love it a lot. But it's not really a movie you can continuously watch. If you watch it too much, it does lose some of that charm because it's got like plot twist or this which is funny is a funny part of the movie. So I don't really think my movie has a lot of rewatchability.
I would agree with that.
Yeah. I think mine's, in my opinion, I love watching. I've seen it several times. I've been watching TV before, and I'm like, oh, Anchorman 2's on. And I watch it, and it's like the second half
Right.
of the movie.
It's-
and then it ends, I go, oh, it's playing again? All right.
It's kind of like we said, like it's full of all these hilarious
Yeah.
quotes where there's so many of them, you forget a lot of the jokes. You really do. So you watch
Chicken
it
of the
again
Cave.
and you catch them. Chicken of the Cave.
Chicken of the Railroad.
I would agree with you, but also have to say that the length of because it's a long
It is a
comedy,
long
movie.
and that huge dry spell kind of gets me from like popping it in
Yeah.
all the time. Back to the Future Part 2. I mean, I personally think usually when I have to watch Back to the Future, I kind of have to watch all of them.
No, I can see what you're saying there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
I feel like the Back to the Future series as a whole is incredibly
it's a
rewatchable.
nice continuous story.
Like I can go 1, 2, 3,
Right.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'll just go to bed because that's my entire day. If I watch the series from start to end 3 times.
Right. So yeah, I think that's a pretty rewatchable movie.
Yeah. And actually, I think my pick also goes pretty well. You could watch 1, 2, 3 for Toy Story as well.
I don't know if I have the tears to do that though.
Maybe not. But they are also all really short, compact movies, and they're all family friendly, so you can watch them with anybody. You can watch it with friends, with family, with grandparents, with strangers, whoever you want.
Hey, we'll watch Toy
Why
Story
are
2.
you watching?
Sure.
Why are you watching like Toy Story 2 with like random people?
Hey, man, say you break out your tablet on the plane or something. Unless you know that guy sitting next to you, he is a stranger.
Like kick back your feet. And just be like, hey, Toy Story 2. All right.
Sure.
I think we can vote now. I think we can agree that
22 Jump Street's
is the
last.
Yeah. And
Anchorman.
also another thing for Anchorman 2, it does have like the alternate cuts that help it a
Exactly.
bit.
Yeah, it does have the alternate cuts that really. Because there's like. Is there like 3 different versions, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Something
right.
like it.
But I think I've only seen 2 of the versions.
But I
However,
mean, even with that,
I would
I
still have to
still
say
would put
Anchorman
it third behind it.
I will also agree.
So close.
Simply because of the pacing.
what do y'all think?
That
Second.
scene
now?
again.
I'm gonna go Toy Story 2.
So am I.
I am too.
All right. So
Yeah.
that will end our ranking here. So now we will take a short break. We'll put that little spoiler stinger up. We will calculate the results, and in about 10 video seconds, we will have an answer for you about what is the best comedy sequel of all time. All right, guys. We've had something happen that that's never happened in the 2-episode history of Knockout before. We had to have first place. So what we did, we quickly came up with a tiebreaker. Anchorman 2 had 13 points for some reason. 22 Jump Street had 13 points. So Dallas is going to have 30 seconds to talk about why he thinks 22 Jump Street is the best comedy sequel of all time. Caleb's going to have 30 seconds to discuss why he thinks Anchorman 2 for some reason is the best comedy sequel of all time.
Bias.
After that, me and Shelby will try to decide a unanimous winner. So, Dallas, why don't you go first?
Okay, not to shoot shots at any of y'all's movies, but I think one of the main selling points of 22 Jump Street is how original it is, and the fact that it just completely undermines the idea of doing comedy sequels. Or just, I know I mentioned that as being its huge joke, but it does a lot of these subtle fourth wall breaks against. What are you?
Okay, 30 seconds.
It does a lot of these fourth wall breaks against comedy sequels, and yeah.
You're done.
Whoops.
Part of your argument is to fit it in that time frame.
Yeah, I know.
All right, Caleb.
All right. Well, the movie it's okay. So it recycles a lot of the jokes, but it improves. It's 22 Jump Street may be a better movie, but I don't necessarily think it's a better comedy. It's got new jokes. It's got improved jokes. It's got just that ridiculous fight scene. It has how it's making fun of 24-hour news and all that. And as we established, it's just got hilarious quotes, which isn't that the best part about a comedy? It's just the funny quotes. You like your friend be like, "I love lamp," and they're like, "Ah," and laugh, and yeah.
No, that's not in the first.
I know.
All right. This isn't what we think is the better movie.
Yes.
Who do we think had the better argument? What do you think?
Whoa, wait. What?
That's what
this whole thing was about. I thought the defense is like we're gonna argue, and then you pick which one you think is funnier.
No, it was the
It was the
We have to
argument.
listen to the
Yes,
arguments.
we could have decided like beforehand if that was the case.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I just figured like I didn't think it was gonna be based off my argument, or I think I have a funnier movie, but Caleb beat me in the argument. I'll be honest.
We don't necessarily know that.
Do you think we were just gonna have 30 minutes argument to pad out the time?
I don't know, just to be more politically correct about the choice.
That doesn't even make sense.
So there wasn't just like this backstage
Caleb won.
shenanigans.
Yeah.
Caleb won.
I actually don't agree with the choice, but Caleb won.
I was going to say I don't agree with.
Like I said,
one.
I think Anchorman 2 is a better movie, but as a comedy, I like Anchorman 2 more.
You just said
Yeah, you
Anchorman.
said Anchorman 2 twice.
22 Jump Street is a better movie, but Anchorman 2 I like.
They're both
more
comedies,
comedy.
and if mine's better, then mine's better.
That's not really true, but
Regardless,
Yeah,
Caleb
Ross.
inexplicably won this. So.
It might be a controversial ending for multiple reasons. We're just gonna cancel this show now. But no, I like this. It's really fun. Hopefully we won't have a whole lot of these ties, but if we do, we have a way to sort them now.
Yeah, we know
that
what it is.
everybody knows about.
My bad, guys.
all right. So what are the final standings for the movies?
The final standings are Anchorman and 22 Jump Street tied, but Anchorman won. Also, Toy Story 2 and Back to the Future also tied for second
third.
place.
Well, they tied for third.
Well, yeah,
Time third.
Well, yeah, I'm sorry about that. But they were 1 point behind. So, wrap us up for today. If you like this content, like, subscribe, share with your friends, help us grow. And whenever you're watching this video, morning, afternoon, night, enjoy it. Send it to your friends.